Morning guys, welcome back. It is actually like 11 o'clock, but I'm making some chicken. I'm gonna make some chicken teriyaki chicken and rice bowls. So we had some raw chicken cut up and he ate it. Why did you do that? That was not nice. It wasn't. It's not nice. You want that? Be very gentle. Very easy. Good boy. I'm just trying. I'm just trying to use up things we have in the pantry for our lunch. So Heather's bringing pineapples. We're gonna put pineapple in that, warm that back up a little bit when she gets here, and we're gonna have that. It is just rice, bowl and bag rice with Lowry's teriyaki sauce, and I just diced up some chicken, and Allison is having this, what's left of what Flash didn't grab. And she's having that, but she wants hers on queso rice. And don't judge me for using the bowl bags. I can't ever cook rice. It's always crunchy. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. We had taco rice, Mexican, Spanish, whatever, in a bowl last night with queso and chicken on that. So that was really good, but I've still got that mess to pick up. I'm gonna put some addresses out to this. Do you want some chips on the side? Okay, come get it. Well, bustin' or what?
Bussin'! I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night.
I have been loving this cart. It's so much easier to just wheel it room to room and all your cleaners are there, because I hate cleaning the bathroom and sitting everything down on the floor and then having to get it all up and carry it to the next room or be in the next room and need it, when you can just put it all on this. It's right there with you and you can just wheel it with you. So far it's working really well. Trash bags, some scrub brushes, baking soda. I've got scissors, scrapers, box cutters, cutting off. I mean, you just never know what you need around here. So anyway, yeah, but that's been really, really nice. So, hello. So if you guys noticed in a couple videos back, I cleaned my stainless steel with those E-cloths. Amazing, hands down, my perfect solution to love it. Anywho, okay, so I'm waiting on Heather to get home. We're gonna eat this, unless Flash eats it first. But if you guys noticed in that video where I was cleaning my stainless steel, this stove eye looked awful. I was like, man, should I just crop that out? And I was like, no, I'm just gonna leave it because that's just the way it is. I'm gonna show you the good, the bad, the ugly. So anyway, I'm gonna work on this stove top. See if I can get that looking. I'm just raking off on the floor. At this point, it don't even matter. I will put my shoes on though, because Lord, I can't stand walking on all that junk. He always checking it out. Ain't you, bud? Ain't you, bud? Are you a good boy? You a good boy? Give me a kiss. Good boy. I love you. I love you. Be very gentle. Very easy. Good boy. If you don't tell him to be easy, he'll bite your whole hand off. So I'm gonna work on these countertops. I want them completely cleared off. I'm so tired of all the junk's anywhere, so I'm gonna get as much off of these counters that I can. I mean, if it don't need to be out, it ain't gonna be out.
I set out on a road that I built with my own two hands. I met friends on the way, people chosen to make a stand. I felt strong in the sun as I walked onto pastures green. Saw forgiveness together as spaces in between.
I had a box of Bisquick and it had just a tiny bit in it, and it was such a big box, it was taking up a lot of space, so I was like, I'm going to use that up. And I knew the day before I had found a bag of cheese shoved in the back that needed to be used pretty quickly, so I was like, I wonder if I could make my own Red Lobster biscuits. So we did that. They turned out so good. I know Heather came in and ate one and she was like, man, those are better than usual. And I was like, they're homemade. And she was like, And I was like, I promise. So anyway, those turned out really good. But I was looking up ways to get your stove eyes clean, and it said to use baking soda and vinegar. So that's what you see me doing there. I will say it might have worked okay. I don't know. And this pink stuff, it didn't work any better than anything else either. So I just took a flat blade to this after I scrubbed all the gunk off, and there's still a white looking film. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute, but I cannot get that off, and I honestly think it's just the way the stove eye is from where we've used it so much. I don't think that it's actually anything on it.
You fill the darkness with shining lights, yeah. Baby, we're children of summer, we're meant to be free. Honey, we're not like the others, no reason to be.
Okay, we're fixing to pressure wash the front of our house, so I'm gonna take this pressure washer out. We still need to clean the living room floor, get this rug inside, but it looks so much better.
You look at that, I said, my friend, what you looking at? I think she is something for me. Excuse me, miss, it's my first time here. Maybe you can show me out of here. I think she got something indeed.
Instead of using that tank on the pressure washer, I just sprayed these steps down and this porch down. So this porch needs some attention. If you'll notice on the back side of the step, it's the same thing that's on our back deck, and it's like a thick rubbery, I don't even know what it is. I don't even know how to explain it. Someone asked if it was the same thing like a bed liner, like you would use in a bed liner, and it looks like it's been sprayed on there. I don't know. It's thick in some places and thin in others. And it looks like up on the porch that they've painted over just dirt. Like they didn't even clean the porch off when they did it. I have no idea. I've never seen anything like it. But we are fixing to have this house appraised, and I want it looking good. So we're trying to get all of this that we can off with the pressure washer, and I'm either going to paint this porch, or if I can get it looking good enough, I just want to seal it or stain it or something. But I just want this wood looking good again. You can see Flash's little toenail marks on these stairs from where, like when it would frost, he would slide going up and down them. So a lot of times if I knew it was frosty or slick, I would take him out the garage and let him use the bathroom out there. That way he wasn't sliding on these steps. But I use the nozzle that will take paint off, but it won't splinter your wood up. But you have to keep this nozzle moving at a steady pace or it will leave marks on your wood, like indentions. You can see where you start and stop. But anyway, we got some of it done. I'm going to probably work on it a little bit more today, just a little each day and get it done. I mean, I promise it won't be like a 15-part porch video or anything like that. But when I get some spare time, and I may not even film it, I'll just work on it here and there and get it looking good. But like I said, we're having this house appraised, so I want the curb appeal to look nice, of course, but, you know, I want it to be functional for us too. There is nothing any more satisfying to me than pressure washing. Seeing all that dirt come off is so much fun. I don't know why that's so much fun to me, but it's satisfying, and I think it's satisfying to watch too. But Kennedy was playing ball on this day, and it wasn't televised. It was on ESPN, but they do have kind of like a game changer. You can watch play-by-play on your phone. So I was watching that while I was trying to pressure wash, and I would lay my phone down, and I would turn around, and it was wet, and I was like, oh, I'm going to end up ruining my phone. So I was trying to carry it around while I watched. But I'm really hoping I can get all of this paint off this porch and just seal it or stain it. I love the look of just a natural wood, and I don't know why anybody would want to paint wood. The white banisters do not bother me. I think that's super cute, just being painted white, but I wish the floor of this, I could just get it back to its natural state. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. Once the water sat on there for a little while, I did notice that it softened it up a little bit, and that came off. I wish I knew what it was. I wish I knew what kind of paint this was, or, you know, whatever. And maybe there's something you can put on this paint to soften it up. Like, I don't know if a paint thinner, I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research because I don't want to put anything on it that's going to, you know, damage the wood. But surely there has to be an easier way to get some of this off. But Heather jumped in there and was helping me. The only thing about this pressure washer that I wish was different, because we are loving it. We love this pressure washer. But I wish that that nozzle had like a cruise control where you didn't have to hold it back, because it does make your hand pretty tired. And then your hand will be a little bit sore the next day. So we were trading off here and there and trying to get it done, but Heather was obsessed with trying to get that paint off the front of those stairs. She loves to pick, like, she'll pick at anything. So that's just right up her alley, is trying to pick all of that off the front of that. But if you guys notice the pool in the background, it's looking really good. I think the girls are going to swim today for the first time, so I'm going to get all the chemicals just right and the last little few places vacuumed up today, which is Monday. Same day you should be seeing this. But yeah, it's in the 80s. It's been in the 80s for a couple of days, but that water is still super cold, so I won't be in there for a while, even though on this day I felt like getting in there because I was sweating.
Girl, you should wear a name tag. Vicious Girl, you should wear a name tag. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Let's go. Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body, you're so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, I saw you who saw me first. I guess it's history now, and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, 'cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, 'cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. doesn't make sense, no. So bring it back, cause I need you on the dance floor. 4 a.m. and we go home. I guess it's history now, and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag.
I could have did this back porch a whole lot better than I did, but the wind was blowing this right back in my face. So anytime I would spray cleaner or push the nozzle on this pressure washer, the mist would come back and hit me in the face. So there are places I could have done a lot better, and I will have to go back and get those because it's bugging me. And you'll see later I miss a huge spot on one of these railings, and that's driving me crazy too. But I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's almost like the corner around the trim down there, it looks like flake board to me, like it's swelled up like cardboard or pressed wood would be. I have no idea what that is and why they would use that. We're going to have to replace that, and it's, I guess, just to make that transition a little better so that you don't just like hit your toe or something as you're going across, or maybe it's just for looks, I don't know, but when I would hit that with the pressure washer, it would just flake off. So I was trying to be extra careful there. But you'll see that this white stuff, these white panels are so dirty, and all of that comes off so good, and that's super satisfying. But I do need to go on the inside of this screened-in porch and clean the inside of those railings. The inside's the same way. The little white ledge there at the top of where I'm spraying, that's dirty. I need to spray all that. And our grill has pollen all over it. The smoker does too. So I'm wondering if I could just gently go over that with a pressure washer. I covered these plants and I pulled the other tomato plants out of the way because I don't want any of that tasting like blue wolf for sure. Because as bad as it smells, I can't imagine how bad it tastes. But this is where I miss a huge spot down underneath. And I kept thinking, please go back and hit that. Please catch that. Please go back and get that. And I didn't when I was editing this. So, yeah. And then Allison was laying out in the sun down there. Heather was just hanging out down there to keep from getting wet. And yeah, so like I said, I could have done a whole lot more with this deck, and I do need to go back and do it. I was just really hot. We had spent a lot of time on that front porch, and I know it doesn't look like it was a lot of time to you guys because we edit a lot out and we speed up most of what we do, but we were out front for a while. We actually tripped a breaker back here, and Allison was putting her bathing suit on, and she came running out. She was like, Mom, I was in the bathroom and it just went dark. And I was like, oh, we tripped a breaker because we thought our pressure washer quit working. I was like, I give up. I'm so done. Like y'all, if you've seen my last video, you know that I had the worst time with this pressure washer, but it was just a breaker. So Heather ran to the garage, flipped that back on, and we were back in business. We cut the pool pump off because it's running off the same, whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called. Not outlet. I don't know. It's on the same breaker or whatever it's called. So we were thinking it was just pulling too much juice. We flipped the pool pump off, and that worked. It didn't do it again. If you guys watched my last video, you've seen that we went to my mom's and we looked under the house for kittens, and we didn't find any kittens, but we found a leak. So they found the kittens. I'll post a picture here. There's 4 little kittens. If you guys know Heather's little black and white cat, Willis, he passed away. So these kittens melted her heart when she seen that they looked just like Willis. So pray that she can be strong and she does not drag any more cats into this house. But they are super cute.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's some out of my
She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes, and I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild.
I wanted to jump back in this kitchen and get it finished up just so I could cook supper and trash it all over again. I'm bad not to clean up at night. I would rather do it in the morning, and it's so nice to wake up in the mornings and your kitchen be clean. I know if I'm packing Allison's lunch or just getting her ready for school, whatever, it's so nice to have this counter cleaned off and it just be clean and nice, but I'm bad to not do that, I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to go ahead and read my devotional to you guys, and today's is Labor in the Lord, and it's 2 Corinthians 15:58. At the conclusion of this letter, Paul offers his dear Corinthian brothers and sisters his final words of wisdom. First, they should stand firm, be steadfast, be faithful, and keep going. Continue in the teaching of the Lord and don't grow weary or be sidetracked. Second, Paul says to be immovable. Do not compromise values or conform to the ways of the world out of pressure. Stand firm on the Word of God. Finally, Christians are to give themselves fully to their calling. Embrace the work that the Lord calls you to do and understand that it holds eternal importance. The fruit of our labor will not fade away because we serve an eternal Lord who remembers every single act of faith. What work has God given you to do? How can you give yourself fully to it? Once I get done cleaning something, whether it be the kitchen or the outside of this house or deck, whatever, it looks so good. It almost looks like a brand new space. It's so transformed, all the dirt off of it, and it's just nice and fresh and clean. And sometimes I think that's the way we are spiritually too. Sometimes we have to just knock all the dirtiness off, freshen ourselves up so that we can fully do what the Lord has us to do. I know a lot of times that's easier said than done. We're human. We're going to mess up. The coolest thing about that is that He loves us anyway. Oh! Oh, God. Bless it. Bless it.
Good news is it's okay.
Still on his feet like a cat?
Yeah. It's not like
Oh, God. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. I'm out of room, but I love you guys. Remember, Jesus loves you so, so much. I will see you guys in the next one.
I wanna be a shining light, live a life that shows through the darkness.